Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Stop.
Make it the cutest that I've ever seen.
Bum, 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 bum.
And even though I have a new lisp now.
They're going to say, who is this person that's sitting in for Brandy?
That's not what they're going to say.
Yeah.
Who am I talking to? Hello, friends. Welcome to Keeping Good Company. I'm your host, Brandy Bell. And today is one of my favorite days of the entire year because we are getting ready for Bell & Co.'s annual fall marketplace right here at the Little Teeny Farm. What's really cool is we started the marketplace about 14 years ago with one vendor and me doing DIYs. Now we have 30 plus vendors, food, we're having a party, we're having a band, and we have a whole lot to do. We're gonna be hanging out with some old friends and making some new friends. Also, we're gonna be visiting some fabulous female entrepreneurs. Then we're gonna show you a few creative spins on some fall classics like apple cider and caramel dipped apples. We're also gonna show you how we make a fabulous photo backdrop step by step. Then we're gonna take you along as we set up our entire fall marketplace. To finish our time together, we will show you how we attempt to pull together all the elements from what we learned to create an unforgettable event that will bless our friends and ultimately give back to help change the lives of some children right here in West Texas. Also, we have a new addition this year to the fall marketplace that we need to draw attention to because some of my friends may be wondering, what's going on with Brandy's mouth? Well, I officially have braces because I am fixing a slightly disaligned jaw. So, speaking's a little bit more challenging these days, but it doesn't stop me. We're calling this episode Mums in a Marketplace. We have a busy weekend, so we better get started. Around here, we believe community is everything. We believe kindness moves mountains and small, thoughtful acts have the power to make lasting change. Our family is proof of that. And we believe it's through curiosity, connection, camaraderie, and some good old-fashioned celebration that we can find ways to unite and be good neighbors. So join us on our give back adventures as we try to leave this world just a little better than we found it. Welcome to Keeping Good Company. There's our coffee pot. It's because it's coffee time. We should cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's too hot. So this is our annual fall marketplace.
We love it.
We do love it. We get
really
super
do
excited.
Look forward to this.
Yeah.
There's a great spirit, a sweet time.
Yeah. We've created like a little
Community.
There are women from all walks of life that maybe wouldn't have normally ran in the same circles that have now connected and created these really strong friendships. And so I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Who are we benefiting? Hi, come here. Wakey, eggs and bakey. Look, you got yourself dressed. So this year, here, can I put you on juice? This year, we are benefiting Midland Children Rehabilitation Center, and we've actually supported them in the past, and I love what they do. They have a hippotherapy center where they use their horses to help the kids, and so obviously, you know, we love farm animals, and it's just such an amazing organization. So we're really honored to get to support them, and they're going to bring their horses over again this year, so people can pet them and the kids can touch them. They're super friendly.
And I can ride on them.
You can love on them. You can give them kisses.
I love you.
It is DIY day, and we are getting ready for our annual fall marketplace, which is absolutely so near and dear to my heart because I just get to, it's like having a party and all my friends are coming to hang out. And so we decorate, but I gotta make my DIYs. Gotta make my DIYs. That lovely whistling sound that you hear coming out of my mouth now, it's the brackets. DIYs, let's talk DIYs. So I like to never tell Cindy what we're doing. I make her wait, and it makes her mad, and she wants to know all the details. But it's more fun when I get to explain it to her in person. So we are making lanterns solar lanterns to hang out by our sidewalk when people walk in. And so this guy is what we're making. And I'm gonna show you how easy he is to make. All you need is this guy and this guy. We get them from the dollar store. You pull this off. It's styrofoam. So you make your hole. That's it. And now we're gonna wrap him in ribbon. That's it. And I'm gonna let you do all the assembling. And then we're gonna make a little figure-8 bow. And you have made a million figure-8 bows, but if you've never made a figure-8 bow, all you do is wrap the jute around your hand, snip it, tie the middle, and that's it. You have your figure-8 bow. You can fluff it out, and then we're gonna glue it just underneath the guy and add a hook, and then we have shepherd's hooks. Do you like it? That will line the sidewalk when people come up to our neighbor's night. I'm gonna leave you here to make those because I'm gonna work on the leaves. But wait, let's play a guessing game. What do you think I'm gonna do with the clock?
You're gonna make a wreath out of it. Are you really? Yay, that's gonna be beautiful.
I don't know how you guessed it. Up next on Keeping Good Company.
At Lantana Acres, we wanted to create a hidden gem for our community that is specially designed for hosting stunning weddings and special events without the hassle and expense of traveling across Texas. Our goal for our boutique space is to bring exceptional beauty, one-of-a-kind charm, and access to uniquely different event decor to everyone right here in West Texas. We even have a professional in-house designer available for stress-free memories. Stop by and discover the beauty of the hometown venue with the destination feels.
One of the things we want to do is create a ginormous backdrop for people to take their fun fall photos, because who doesn't love a fall family photo? And we're working with our friend over at Frolic and Fizz, and we're making a big old balloon arch. I wanted to create some elements to go in the arch, and this is one of the things that we're making. And all it is a pointy oval. It's a pointy oval. And then you accordion fold it, and you grab the end, You grab the end, and you tie it with jute, and it makes these cool fans. You're sweating. Is that nice? You do me. Ooh. Do you guys remember these? Do you remember these? Let's try that again. Yes, episode 4.
Okay.
We're gonna, and I said I loved them so much, we're gonna hang them from the trees. So we're gonna hang all of these from the trees. So we're gonna use them again. Sometimes we use decor. We make in other episodes, and we use it for more episodes. Oh my gosh, you are beet red. Oh geez. She's like beet red. It's DIY day. We're hot on DIY day. Now, I am getting ready to finish all of the wood elements we're gonna need for our family photo backdrop. What do we do? Tell them about the barn cats and the dogs. What do we do with all our animals when we have a market?
They go on vacation. They have their summer and winter home. Mm-hmm. So they go to their winter home. Mm-hmm.
We open up
which
Kyle's.
Is across the park, across the campus.
Yes, yeah. So if you walk across the property, Kyle's workshop's over there. I put all of the cats in a gold shopping cart.
Yep.
And I put like a big acrylic piece on there, and I pushed the cats in a shopping cart all the way over to Kyle's workshop, because they can't stay in the stables, because we use the stables for vendors.
Yeah. It's Just a brief, we can do anything temporarily.
Yeah, since the cats are in the stables, there are things we have to clean out of the stables, like their litter box. We clean it a few days before so it smells really fresh. And these are, by the way, these are horse stables, but there's no horses.
Like define really fresh.
Well, I mean, I spray air freshener.
Yeah. Pine over poop or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pine over poop. The dogs actually, we just pretty much keep in the house because they might bite.
Yeah.
They're bad.
They are bad dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's a Texas tradition to go sticker picking.
Look, I told him, I'm like, look, we don't have donkeys or horses. We grow stickers.
You take your life into your own hands when you walk. It looks pretty,
Yeah.
but it is dangerous stuff.
Here's why. When people are like, what is a little teeny farm? We're a sticker farm.
Yeah, it's a sticker farm for
Which
sure.
means we grow goat heads for a living. And the tent is back.
Checks 1, 2. Okay.
I like how Kyle never hides his microphone cord.
Never.
Never. Okay,
It is what a TI is.
okay.
This has a broken leg.
Do you want some tape?
Yeah, we will once we get it up,
We
baby.
always fight when there's a tent involved.
Yes, we do.
You actually have to do the most work.
Typical.
Typical. Yeah.
It's all right.
So it is a lot to set up our property for all the vendors, but we love it. And this guy has to do a lot of the work. I think sometimes people think it's me, and it's not.
There you go. That a girl.
Hey, Muscles. Okay, what do we do now, love?
I think we should probably at some point go up. Let's see.
You seem so confident. If our marriage ever falls apart, it's gonna be because of this tent. Love, I can't. Oh wait. I can't even get this button in, babe.
All right.
I don't know what's happening.
You just have to push it.
Oh, okay, smart Alec. Okay, well, I feel like y'all are doing a really good job, so I'm gonna go move some pumpkins. Nothing challenges a marriage like putting a tent together. The end is gonna take a lot of duct tape. We're gonna need like 10 rolls of duct tape. Do we have white duct tape so it at least doesn't look bad?
No.
Up next on Keeping Good Company.
Time is money. At Southern Property Management, we step in to take care of the day-to-day management of your property as well as your tenant relationships, leaving you free to focus on maximizing your investment. With over 60 years' experience managing commercial properties from West Texas to Fort Worth, we can use our expertise to manage and control expenses and remove the hassle of the insurance process and needed repairs. We would love the opportunity to save you time, money, and possibly a few headaches.
I like to surround myself with girl bosses. Marley's a girl boss. Tell him about what are you selling this year? What is the name of your business? Marley is a female entrepreneur.
Marley's Mad Science.
Say it one more time.
Marley's Mad Science.
Yes, so she has her own company called Marley's Mad Science. She's selling science kits.
And my last one is Marley's Mad Scientist.
That's right. So she loves to make concoctions in the bathtub and in the kitchen, and so she decided to put some of those into little kits for her friends to buy. When people come up to buy things, they're gonna ask you questions.
But these are only no cash. No cash.
No cash? You don't want cash?
No.
How would you like people to pay?
No cash.
No cash? What do you want to pay with, Venmo?
They're on sale.
Oh, they're all on sale.
Yeah.
Like for free?
Yeah.
You like to make mixes in the bathtub, right?
Yeah.
So we made mixes for other people to play with, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are these? Tell the guys what those are.
These are What are they called again? Fossils. These are digging up fossils.
Do you need to tell them it's a surprise?
It's a surprise.
So what do they do? So let's let them look at it. What do they do with the hammer?
They smash it open like this. Ow.
You smash it open, and then there's a surprise in it?
It's a crystal.
Yep, well, don't tell, you have to tell the kids that it's a surprise.
What?
Because you got to tell the kids what to do with the stuff.
What did it say?
And then Tori's going to come up and practice. Tori, we're going to have a practice run. Because I'm not going to be with her.
What's this?
It is these ones. What's it called again? Thieves.
Beeves, what?
What's it called again?
Oh, these are fossils?
Fossils.
And tell her what they do.
You can break them open, and they have one of these little crystals.
You break this thing open?
Yeah.
Ew. What's this?
And this one's mermaid rocks. This one is pills. This one is, what's this one called again?
Mermaid magic.
Mermaid magic. They're for the bathtub.
What do they do in the bathtub?
You can play with them. You can make magic mixes.
You can make magic mixes. That's
This one's beautiful. How much are they?
say
$20.
$3 each
$3 each.
or 4
They're
for
on
10.
sale. They're on sale.
They're not on sale.
Yes,
Which
they are.
one?
Yes,
You
Yes,
just
they
told
are.
Tori how much you got on you.
$25.
$25 for everything?
No.
For just one of these?
No.
Okay, I think she's ready.
Okay.
All right, bye.
She's ready to make her first
I'm
sale.
going home. I'm going home. Bye.
Lindy.
I'm going home. Hi.
We might as well prepare for it.
I like your shirt, Zoe.
I like to give women opportunities where they can grow their businesses, where they can show their daughters maybe like what it's like to be a female entrepreneur. I like having that for Marley. I want to be a good example for her as a female entrepreneur. Can I open it now?
Sure.
Okay. I love presents. Presents are my love language. Did you make these? Stop it. Come here. Look at these, Tori. Look. Tori's gonna love them.
in there, so
Tori's gonna love them.
they're hooked over here. Yeah, it's good.
Oh my goodness, those are so fun.
I like fun earrings.
It was
I,
Lynn's idea to double it. Miss Brandy will love it.
I do. You know what? I wear very boring clothing, but I love earrings. Earrings are also a love language of mine. I have an earring party every year. There's no way that I can host a market for entrepreneurs and go on this amazing adventure without talking to a few female entrepreneurs that I admire. And one of them is my friend Janine. You know, it's fun to breathe life into another person, like to encourage them. That is a big passion of yours, and I've watched you live into, breathe life into, encourage other women also, including me. Why do you have that passion?
Early in my career, I was with Kay Sutton. That's where I started my real estate
I
career.
do love Kay Sutton.
And I love Kay. And Kay, you know, we went to a funeral. There was a gentleman agent there that had passed away, and they didn't talk about one house he ever sold. They didn't talk about his statistics. And that's not what made me how I am, but that did imprint my mind about what is this job really about. And at the end of my days, you have to have transactions, of course, to have opportunities to be able to live. But I realized that no one's probably going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about being number one or number two or number three or thousands of clients. That's not going to be the topic. So what is the topic going to be? What are you going to leave behind? And it's the difference we make in each other's lives.
What advice would you give an upcoming female entrepreneur? Like if you had her for just a couple minutes and you were like, before you leave, I need you to know this.
I would probably say build a circle of mentorship. I'm a big believer in that. You know that. You know, I've not recreated the wheel. I've followed mentors all my life. And those mentors have, sometimes they say, hey, stop, don't do that. I see you come, or hey, you should do that, or why didn't you do that, or good job. But I think we're not an island. I think I would tell them we're not an island. That our success, we're interconnected together.
Community.
Find your circle.
So every year we do gourmet apple cider, but this year I wanted to do something a little special. So we're doing an apple cider tasting station. So I'm making 3 different, very simple, but delicious homemade apple ciders. We're gonna set them up over here. People are gonna be able to get a flight where they get 3 little cups, and then there's gonna be a voting station, and they'll get a ticket when they purchase their flight, and they'll get to put it in. Let me show you my voting station. Peach cans. So I'm gonna hang this up, and I'll put a little tag with the different names of the different ciders, and they can put their vote in. But the fun thing is their vote is also a raffle ticket, because we give away tons of prizes because we have so many vendors, and they're super, super generous. So at the end, we'll also pull some raffle tickets. So this is gonna be our apple cider tasting station. The 3 flavors I went with were honey peach, ginger cardamom, and maple cinnamon. I think it's going to be really interesting to see which one gets the most votes. So I wanted to create a really unique backdrop for our apple cider bar, and I love cutting boards, so I wanted to make cutting boards that look like they were stained. So cute. And one of the easiest ways to make wood look stained is through old school kids markers. So now you can get markers in a variety of flesh tone colors, and you're gonna like this because you can just draw on your wood. And so I'm gonna show you how to make that happen. All you do is get a light color and a dark color. Okay, so to make something look like it has a stain look, you just draw whatever you want on the outside, partially fill it in, and the markers, because they dry so quickly, they don't bleed. And then you can, with the lighter color, blend it in. That's it. And you can add your little leaves down. The little vein. The little veins.
Beans, why are you trying to knock my head over?
So, one of my favorite things to do at the fall marketplace is to give snacks. So, I'm gonna make little teeny tiny candy apple bites. So, have I ever done this before? No. Do I think it'll work? Yes, because what I'm doing is, first I cut the apples and I'm soaking them in lemon, and so that helps them to not yellow. And then I pat them dry. Patting them dry is really important. Then I'm sticking a little stick, little lollipops. And then I microwaved salted caramel chocolates. So then, so that these don't yellow, I'm covering the white part like that. And so you still see the apple. And then I'm putting a little sprinkle on them. And then you let them harden. And in theory, when they're hardened, they'll be crunchy. So it'll be like crunchy caramel apple bites. So that's what I'm doing. And what I'm gonna have you do, actually, so you're actually gonna do something different. We're gonna multitask because we're getting down to the wire. You are gonna make brown sugar pumpkin spice popcorn. And all you're gonna do is, this is 2 chunks of white chocolate. And while I'm pouring the chocolate, you're gonna lightly stir it, okay? So lightly stir, lightly stir, lightly stir. You're doing good. Okay. You're doing great. You're doing great. Don't stress. So, little trick, if you do it like this, you can fold it over and fold it over because you want all of the popcorn covered. It's okay if a little bit falls out, fold it over. You could use a bigger bowl and it would help, but I like this guy because he's easy to clean. All right, so keep folding it over. Okay, let's move the caramel apples just a little bit because you're gonna dump your popcorn in a second. All right, so I made this lovely brown sugar pumpkin spice mixture. And for every 1/4 cup of brown sugar, I added 1 tablespoon of pumpkin spice. And it makes this really kind of like granularly, almost looks like coffee, but it's not. Okay, so dump that out and use your little thing and kind of flat. You want to keep it all together, and that way it stays wet longer because you don't want it to dry too quickly. Okay, we don't want it to dry too quickly. You kind of pat it down because you want it to soak up. So now you're gonna lightly sprinkle this, and this is the mixture, and that's the brown sugar pumpkin spice. When I say my S's with my new braces, it's exceptionally obnoxious. Okay, all right. So that's about 1/4 cup. So then we're gonna let it dry. This is what we're giving in our thank you bags to all of our friends who have been helping out with this adventure, our marketplace. I think it's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna let you try it, and you better not hurt my feelings.
I'll be the judge of that.
I'm gonna make Adam try it too.
Oh, it's delicious.
Is it delicious? I'm thinking it's brown sugar, pumpkin spice, and white chocolate.
How can it not be
How
delicious?
can it not be delicious? In my head, it's the most delicious thing ever because it's such good flavors.
Yeah, that's very good.
It's very good. Okay, it's very good. Okay, good, because this is a thank you gift we're giving to the people that have been helping out. So, and then Marley's on her way because she is gonna be giving cupcakes out to her friends that visit her booth. And so we actually have a lot to make still. So we'll show you our finished product when we're done. Up next on Keeping Good Company. Hey neighbor, we're here at Porter's, our favorite hometown grocer that has been owned and operated by the family since 1945, and they love the community, which is why we're so honored to be partnering up with them for 2 special requests.
Peace.
Number 1, we need to know about your give back adventures. This could be a community book drive. It could be a lemonade stand to raise money for your school. It could be you holding the door all day long for your neighbors. Whatever give back adventures look like to you, we want to see them. The second thing we need is your nominations for the Good Neighbor Award. We need to know about the men and women in your community that are spreading joy and kindness. We are going to honor them on air and give them a special gift. To find out how to submit your letters and videos, head over to our website. What do we say, guys?
Peace and thank you.
So it's really important that I always acknowledge the people who help us make these things happen. Each one of our adventures takes a whole lot of people, including our sponsors. And so I'm really into like making things different. And so instead of just having a shirt with the sponsors listed, I created a mini mural and put the sponsors in it. Look, isn't that so cute? This is a plan. You need to know this too, turkey bird. All right, because you're gonna be passing these out. So when people come up, you're gonna say, hey, would y'all like to participate in a scavenger hunt? Okay. Good, Tori? They can walk around. I'm gonna hide these animals all over the property, right? If they circle all the white animals, the kids get a prize. So these are gonna kind of be out a little more in the open, right? The kids get a prize.
How do you know they really found them?
It's an honor system. We believe they're not liars. We believe them. Okay, but most likely their parents will be with them too. Okay. Hence, gold leaf number 2, gold leaf number 1. 2 gold leaves. Yeah. So, if the parents want to partake, or if you've got older kids, these gold leaf number 1 and number 2 are going to be hidden on the property, but hard to find. If they find all of them, all the white animals and the 2 gold leaves, then they get a gift from Brittany. She donated flying cow tallow. So, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hey Tori, what's your plan for making sure the kids don't cheat?
I'm gonna grill them. To make sure kids don't cheat on a scavenger hunt, I'm gonna make them do like Scout's honor. I did not cheat on the scavenger hunt.
Isn't that great?
I got ran over by a cow. We were trying to put a baby in a trailer, and I had been around steers because I did FFA, and so steers are like babies, and you just like lunge at them and they'll run away. Not mama cow. Mama cow will run you over. And I was like running this way, like, okay, so that's the cow, and I'm running. Brownie's running at the cow this way, trying to like, I don't know what he was gonna do whenever he got to the cow, and he's yelling, serpentine, serpentine, and I'm like just running in his
Wait, what does serpentine mean?
It means you guys zigzag.
He still asked me to marry him.
Oh. Okay, because we do have kids participating, we want to make some of them really obvious. So like, he's kind of hiding in the trees. Hello, cow. Okay, now we have a chicken.
All no name.
So we need them to be able to just walk around and see some of them. Let's put the chicken over here in the tree. We might have to duct tape this one.
I just have to shot.
Okay, I got some tape. Let's do it. Let's do it like this. Here, you hold it. You're my helper. I'm prepared. Come here, Sid. No. Sid, go get the rest of the animals.
Can chickens get in trees?
You get the rest of the animals.
That's a good question.
Where are they? In the garage?
By the back door.
That's so good.
Where'd she go? Where's the goat? There's a goat! And a cat! How did we lose a 2-foot goat? No!
On the roof.
This is a great idea!
When Brandy says that this is a great idea, what does that mean for the camera crew?
It means we're about to be running and potentially get hurt.
And it's going to be a whole segment of trying out stuff that look potentially dangerous.
Yep, we're going to be climbing on roofs with a hammer.
Yeah.
Is it too much to ask to help me find the goat? Because the goat should be on the top of the house? Did y'all hide the goats? Don't lie.
I did not have any goats.
Kyle Lane, did you hide a goat? Look at his face. Honey, where's the goat and the cat? I brought them all out here. Like 20 minutes, didn't y'all see me carry a goat and a cat out?
I don't know if I
It
saw
was
the
like a
goat and cat.
bundle of stuff.
Yeah.
But there was more than 3. There was more than a dog and a rat and a... I don't know. How have I lost a goat? Where could the goat be? I'm quite literally looking all over the property for a goat and a cat, and they can't play if they can't, like, nobody can win if the goat and the cat stay missing. There will be no winners.
Look, it's so fast.
I can't believe.
Where'd you find them?
They're laying on top of my truck. Shall we keep her wondering where they're at? Or put them somewhere very obvious? How about leaning against these two? Hey, honey.
Marley, we gotta get your... What is that? Oh, Marl.
What is what?
You were hiding my goat? Where's the cat? Y'all are not funny.
Look, it's been there the whole time.
It has not. It was not here when I hung that rooster up. Y'all are never gonna convince me.
I didn't want to tell you because it was a hunt.
Oh, she didn't want to tell me because it was a hunt. Y'all hid stuff from me. Y'all are trying, this is called gaslighting. Were they, don't lie, Luke. Adam, were those there? Just tell me yes or no. Y'all, it's not funny. Hi, friend.
I'm excited.
We're gonna chat. We're gonna come sit over here. Okay, so
I had this issue.
we are making 3 different ciders for people to taste. Then they're gonna vote. So we're gonna have 3 ciders. I'm getting ready to put them out. This is one of them.
Is this the peach one?
Yes!
I taste peach.
She tastes the peach. Okay, yeah, this is a peach one.
Yeah.
So, this is my friend Manola, and we've been laughing the whole episode because she's responsible for my lisp. I'm just kidding.
No, it's true.
It's true, it's true. But what's amazing is, and this, I didn't even plan on saying this, I went in 2 days ago, so I have a jaw issue, so we're fixing my jaw. But even you were shocked.
I know, yeah.
So my mouth in 3 months, my bite's already adjusted. And this is, it's not easy to have braces. It's really not easy to have braces when you're old, right? So it's just different. It's a little more of a challenge. And so we've been joking. Tori said, this episode's lisp is sponsored by Refined Orthodontics.
That's actually pretty good. I like that.
It's like, this is a big deal. Like, this is important. It changes people's lives.
Yeah.
And we're female entrepreneurs. So why go into orthodontics?
Okay, so I've always loved like math and science. And I actually did a bachelor's of science for my first degree. And I thought I wanted to be an engineer, but I also wanted to work with people. So dentistry was like engineering, but also working with people. And so that's how I became a dentist, and then orthodontist, wires, that's real engineering of smiles.
I was showing Kyle the picture. I was like, look at this.
And that's the part I enjoy, just getting to know people, what are their needs, and then taking care of those. I meet so many different people in a day, and just talking to a 7-year-old to like a 70-year-old and everything in between. It's just, that's the fun part.
Relationships.
Yeah.
It's community.
I've been starting my business 4 months ago. I didn't know what was going to happen, And then just seeing the process, how everything has come together, it makes me emotional.
If you were going to give a piece of advice to a young girl starting her own business, what advice would that be?
I would say, even to like a younger me, I would have said, believe in yourself. Yes, have that confidence. Because I feel like even me, I spend a lot of time just worrying, what if it doesn't work? But go for it. Yeah.
Hey, from me to you, thank you. This is a big deal.
I know, I'm so glad. Just you trusted me, you came in and you didn't have to, but you took a chance, and I
I'm
appreciate
so glad
that.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's working out.
Anyway, thank you for being my friend.
Thank you.
Hello, crew. Hello, family. Hello. Okay, so this is very exciting. You're gonna crack up. Wait till y'all hear this. Okay, we're doing a scavenger hunt. All right. So.
That's your style.
Okay, we'll give y'all 2. So your family is gonna walk around, and around the property is hidden all these animals. but you can see them just walking around. Like, you don't have to dig or move anything.
So he wants to destroy stuff.
Let's not destroy things.
I'm glad that you said that because that's where my kids
All right, here's what's really cool. If you find all the white animals, I'll give you all a treat, all the kids. If you find all the white animals and the 2 gold leaves, then the parents get a treat. They get flying cow tallow. You were at one of our first fall markets out here, which meant a lot. And then the next year, well, you even told me, you were in the barn. You even told me that year, you were like, I won't be able to do it next year because I think we're trying to get a building. And that was, so I was like, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So what is flying cow tallow?
Flying cow tallow. So we make basically moisturizers. Tallow is a fancy word for cow fat, and it's been kettle rendered. And it's a specific part of the cow that has like the good nutrients, and we kettle render it, or we get it kettle rendered from a team, and then we add essential oils to it, and basically it's whipped up all beautiful and white and fluffy, and
it feels good. How did you get into tallow?
How did I get into tallow?
Because that's a weird thing to get into.
It is. So I had 4 babies really close. So I had this issue. There were hormones that were out of whack. My skin never got better. I just saw this sign of this girl making tallow, and she was talking about the antimicrobial properties and how it could help acne. So I got some supplies. So I just started playing around with my own recipe, and and I used it for like a year by myself. And here, and like gross some people out. They're like, you're putting what? I'm like, just try it. I had friends starting to ask me like, hey, next time you make a batch, can I have some of your extras? And you should start selling this. Maybe there's something I can do to help my family financially. Like, like then maybe this could be a way to help buy groceries and stuff like that. And so
there's my answer.
Don't make me start crying.
Wait, stop. You made me cry.
I felt like it was a risk because you have to take some of that grocery money. You have to take some of that grocery money, and you have to, it was only $50 for me, but sometimes that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so I took $50 and then I opened up a little Etsy account. So I did it by myself for about 8 months. I was getting up, and I still was for a long time. Before the kids would get awake, I'd get up and make it, and then I'd do stuff with the kids all day. At night, after they went to bed, that would be like packaging time for shipments and stuff. It is hard running a business out of your home.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've really wanted to make it a point to make sure whenever there's something fun that they get the benefits of it as well, because they get to see us, tired, and they see us like exhausted and having at certain times too much caffeine and staying up late. And so we try, like whenever we have a store opening or something like that, like it's gonna be like a big deal. Like we're having our birthday for 5 years, like they see the hard. So let's make sure that they get to see like the celebration as well, and they get to see what it looks like to bust your butt. You know?
To work hard.
They get to see and the time that it takes, and it's not just us. Like we rely on so many other people, and I feel like that's not really celebrated in our culture. Like independence is what you're going for.
Yeah.
Once you're on your own, it's like we actually embrace needing each other.
Yeah.
So like
interdependence.
Yeah.
I found you on Instagram. That's how I found you. It was through the urban. It was through the urban market, and I reached out to you and said, I would love to meet you.
Did you invite me to the market?
Yes. Would you? Yes. Would you be interested in being at our fall marketplace? Because it's women entrepreneurs. Wait, didn't you have somebody eat some one time? Do I?
Yes. Dick Weaver was his name. He's a local artist as well. He does comics and all kinds of cool stuff. He was our first artist collective. But he walked up and he was just like, we had all these samples out, and he's like, hey, what's this stuff? And he's like, could I eat this? And he had it by his mouth, and I was like, well, you could. And before I had the opportunity to say, well, you probably wouldn't want to, he was just like,
do we?
Hey, do you have any here that Adam could eat?
Did you try it too?
No, not yet.
She makes me eat everything.
We will do it at Yes, we will do it on camera. Before you leave. We have to send this picture.
This is worse than eating candy out of your beard.
Hey, but technically it also had tallow on it.
That's true. So I have eaten it.
A little bit of tallow.
I need you to get a picture of Adam with his mouth open like a baby bird.
Like the pie?
Again, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know if I should close my eyes or not.
Guess so.
Oh. It's not bad.
He's not gonna start.
It kind of reminds me of like Play-Doh a little bit, except it has like, there is some flavor there because of the...
Why is your shirt unbuttoned so much?
I don't know.
I like how his first response is it tastes a lot like Play-Doh. We're not asking why he eats Play-Doh.
Up next on Keeping Good Company.
It's hard to think about West Texas without acknowledging the positive impact oil and gas industry has made in its communities. For 30 years, we at Sun Pumper have aimed to do the same by providing the oil and gas industry with the most innovative, reliable, and affordable solar-powered injection systems available. Let us utilize our American-made products to maximize your efficiency, putting you in the position to continue to make West Texas great.
What is MCRC?
Okay, so MCRC is Midland Children's Rehab Center, and we offer outpatient physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy services. We also have a dyslexia tutoring program, and we have an equine program that supports our therapies, and that therapy is called hippotherapy. Then you can even learn how to ride the horse independently, and that's called therapeutic riding.
Why hippotherapy if it's horses? I'm just asking
That's
the obvious.
That's a great question.
Because it could be elephant therapy.
Some people come out expecting a hippopotamus, but the root word hippo is Latin for horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Little
right.
fun fact.
That's right.
I like that. Okay, so what do you think the horses do for these kids that they can't get anywhere else?
The horses, they're magic because they're a live animal. People relate and have an emotional bond with them. We're using the horse's movement to help us maybe work on balance or range of motion or strength.
Any particular story of a kid that you just saw a big change in that you could share?
Speech therapists use it for kiddos that are very aversive to eating sometimes, where eating has become a behavior for them, and because the horse is so motivating, they've taken bites of bananas, or like when they get to ride and then they stop and then they smell the food and taste the food, and they're just much more willing to do it in that environment. So we've had lots of firsts.
One of our team members, Kelly, her daughter, went all the way through, did the MCRC, now helps out at the polo fields. She had some eating issues. And her bond with horses shifted that. Like, so you just don't, like you don't really know. Who's your favorite horse?
Well, I'm gonna have to say Diego, because he retired this week, and so
I didn't know.
He gave his last ride on Wednesday. But when I look back at all of the kids that I've had on Diego and how he becomes their favorite, girls, boys. Like, he's a stud-looking horse.
Yeah, I love Diego.
I know. So I would say Diego just because it's been kind of an emotional week, and he's on my brain.
Where's Diego going?
Well, he's going to stay at the barn for a little bit, and then he's going to retire to Laura's house. She's building a stable. And
For Diego.
Yeah.
So dog years are 1 per 7. What is a horse year?
It's going to be more like 4. So he is 27. And that would equal about probably 90 to 95.
I wanted to make sure you got that. Did you hear the crunching? Oh, hi, baby. I don't have any more. Oh, do you nibble my shoulder? Are you trying to get some food? I think you're trying to get some food. Him a good boy. Kelly, when I first met her, was telling me about her daughter's affinity for horses. And I did not know till a couple years ago that it was because of Midland Children's Rehabilitation Center.
Yeah, my daughter Kate, when she was young, she was just what you call an extreme picky eater. And also speech therapists can also help teach kids to have a more tolerance to texture, taste different kinds of food. But because Kate also loves horses so much, what MCRC did for her is they would actually put her on the horse, and while she was riding, she would eat.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That I did not know.
Yeah. And so one thing about horses, when you ride, for kids, it like calms their nervous system. So Kate has an overreactive nervous system. So it just calms her whole little body and all her anxiety. And so she was willing to try foods she would never try otherwise in a different situation, but the horses bridged that gap for her. I'm so incredibly grateful for her time at Midland Children's Rehab Center. It literally changed the trajectory of her life.
Did she ever ride Diego?
She did. And she remembers all the horses that she rode, even though it was a lot of years ago. And she still has such a passion for horses. And I always say horses are magic. Hello, sweet boy.
She always has.
If you had to give one piece of advice to the next generation of female entrepreneurs, finish this sentence. But you have to
I'm gonna get a little emotional because I have 2 girls. So.
Okay, good. This is for them. Look at the camera and just say, be fill in the blank.
Be fearless.
Yes. Be persistent. Tenacious.
Be courageous.
Be bold. Be collaborative. Be persistent.
Be brave.
Be determined. Be tenacious.
Be persistent.
Be courageous. Be persistent. Be a hustler.
Be tenacious. Be patient. Be innovative.
Be authentic.
One word.
Hard-headed.
Be thick-skinned.
Be a failure.
It's gonna be all these different women. It's gonna be like, be uniquely yourself. Be intentional. Be a failure.
I'm like, I should pick a different word. Be resilient. Were my arms weird in that one? I felt like Ricky Bobby.
I mean, the finger gun was a bit.
It's a bit extra. Wait, what is it, Ricky Bobby, or is that Step Brothers?
It's a finger thing. Okay, moving on. Caramel apple.
Are they good?
They're delicious.
Did you make them?
I made them. Chocolate chip, sprinkle, plain nut.
I want chocolate chip.
You're gonna love it. Taste it and tell me what you think. Because you have good taste.
It is good.
It is good. All righty. That's That's a good idea. I love female entrepreneurs. I love walking with female, especially young female entrepreneurs, as they're trying to figure out their roles and leadership in their own businesses. You know, how do they balance being a mom and owning a company? And because I have always owned multiple companies as a single mom, like I have a special kind of empathy for women who are trying to do multiple things. It's not easy running a business and still being the best mom you can possibly be. And we all kind of struggle with the mom guilt, right? Like, because we're working, you know, and we're running a business. How do you do both? Now mine's more like grandma guilt. How do I run a business and still be a good grandma? Because I think there's a way to do both if you can find balance. This right now is my absolute favorite part of our adventures. It's the time when the crowds are gone and the family's resting, grandbabies are sleeping, it's quiet, and I get to come sit outside by myself and just kind of soak it all in. Think about all the amazing things we have to be grateful for, how cool this weekend was, and we are so thankful that you guys came on this journey with us. Remember, for all our crafts and recipes and DIYs, you can head over to our website, and for the full interviews from our guests, you can check out our YouTube and podcast, Good Company Backstory. I want to leave you with this. Victoria Erickson said, "If a year was tucked inside of a clock, then autumn would be the magic hour." Let's try to savor the magic. Good night, friends.
We all know that life ain't easy. We all know that times are tough. We may not have it all together, but if we have each other, that's enough. I'm looking out for you, you're looking out for me. We are keeping it together, keeping good company. My door is always open, my table's never full. Meet me on the front porch, I'll make time for you. Looking out for you, looking out for me. We are keeping it together, keeping good company.
Woo! Can you believe they just sang that in front of us? That's so good. How lucky are we as humans? Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. I'm ready to go to bed.
It's a big tip jar.
To put a tip. He wrote it himself too. That is his handwriting that says tip jar.
It's a big tip jar.
Tip jar for
Jesus.
MCRC. Whatever you get goes to the rehabilitation center.
Yeah, well, I'll cover that up. I'm covering tip jar for Kyle.